So how did you get started in the game? And you can kind of tie this in with football. Let's talk about football first, and then kind of go on to how you got. So talk about the football career that didn't become a football career. So.
Well, I started playing when I was like 10 or something. I always loved football. Man United fan. All I ever used to do was like, always find me with a football at school or anything like that. I always have a football event, and then started playing. I used to play sweeper actually, because I was quick. I used to be really small, and I was like quick across the ground. And then as I moved up to like 13, under 13s, under 14s, they stopped playing the sweeper. So they thought I was like pretty good. So they started playing the other positions. I went to the centre midfield and the right wing and tried everything. And then like got a few goals from the right wing and got this like addiction for scoring goals. And then eventually moved up front. And I played for like Forest when I was 14. Played with those for a bit, and then I was on Sheffield United's box as well for like a few months. And then I was in Retford's United first team when I was like 17. It was like a semi-professional Unibond team. It looked quite bright. It was starting to come good. It was like I basically was just finished growing. I was like filled out a little bit, starting to play well, and then I did my cruciate ligament, and it was like my own fault as well, which was kind of annoying. It was cup final, and it was like 1-0 up. They scored and then scored again in the last 5 minutes, and I was just running around like trying to chase the ball down. They were just playing it around the back four, you know, just trying to keep the ball, and I just like went dashing into this guy, and just like I went for like a crunching tackle. My own fault. I was just so like wound up. I'd scored the first goal as well. It was 1-0 up. I thought I'm going to score the winner in the final, and they all went Pete Tong, and lost my head. And I went like I didn't try to hurt the guy. I just wanted to like win the ball so much. I like sprinted, and I was late on him. He like released the ball, and I crunched him and crunched myself. But I did my own knee, and he just got up and like, "So you're right, mate," and walked off. And I was laid there on the floor, and I got subbed off, and then. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was my cartilage. In fact, I know it was my cartilage. My cartilage was knackered, and then I played again a few months later, and I did my cruciate, and then had 3 operations on it, and never played since. The doctor actually said to me like, "Yeah, you'll never play again." And then my dad was like pretty keen for me to play, and he was like saying, "If you was David Beckham, then maybe you should work on it, but like if you play again, your knee's going to be basically knackered." And it could affect you being able to walk in a few years and stuff, so put me off a little bit. But I was planning on getting back into it. Like I still wanted to see how good I could have been, and like, see if I could have made pro. But I found a different path and like got into poker somehow and never really played again. I'm going to start playing 5-a-side actually with my friends in a few weeks. We decided we're going to do that, so hopefully my knee won't give in. Don't need my leg anymore anyway with poker. I can just I don't need a leg, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty sedentary job now that you've got.
Yeah,
it's just sitting at a table.
Yeah, so I'm just gamble on my leg.
so what were you doing? Were you just playing online poker from?
I started playing my friend. Yeah, basically my friends got me. I used to be like a plumber. I was like an apprentice for my mate. So I was doing that. I had like a few weeks off work, and my friends taught me how to play poker live in their pub, and there was like the skill in it and stuff like that. Watched the old, what's the film called with Matt Damon and watched that, and seeing that it inspired me, and then I was going and played online, sit and goes like £10 and stuff. Cryptologic, and did alright. Won some money and lost a lot. Waxed my credit card like twice. Had to go to my dad. £1,500. I was like, "Dad, I've got to tell you, I've done my credit card and it's £1,500, and it was like a lot of money back then." He was like, "Promise me you'll never gamble again." I'm like, "I promise I won't do it again." It's like 2 days later, I was like, "Dad," I've done it again. But I swore his life, I'm not doing it again, and I didn't play for like 3 weeks, and then I've been to work, got a few wages, I thought, no, I'll have a punt, and it sort of went well for me from there really.
Luckily, yeah, thousands like. And what was it particularly at the start that you picked up so well? Was there sort of
I don't know. It's like I got gamble in me. I always liked gambling on fruit machines when I was young. I was always on them from when I was 12, trying to get people to put quids in for me when the ball man not looking. And I always used to love gambling on football and stuff like that, and just stupid stuff. So then it was easy for me to get involved into poker. I just got addicted to it basically. Like I just was flat out on it every day. Like just got addicted to it, and then I learned the game as I was getting addicted.
Do you still do any kind of gambling, old school type gambling now? Any football stuff?
No, it's something I don't do actually. It's like I don't sports bet and I'm actually a winning sports player. I'm like, I've done quite well at it when I've had a punt, but like I don't know, I haven't really ever got involved. I got involved with like roulette and blackjack in 2009, big time.
Oh God.
Yeah, it cost me a lot. It cost me 80% of my roll. But like now I'm like, I don't even got the urge to play now. If I play, it's just like a few £100 and drunk or something like that.
That's quite rare for young players though, to kind of get into roulette and blackjack and stuff. They normally kind of avoid that. So.
Yeah, they're all a little bit sharper than me. It cost me like £100,000 to realise that it's not a good thing to do.
They kind of see the old guys like, you know, like Willie Tang gets up from a table and goes and spunks all his money on a roulette table. And
like won the bracelet the other day. I had a bet with someone like how long it is before he's sat on the craps table downstairs. He loves craps, doesn't he? Walked down and he was just there like, just sat there just like, just nodding. He's just so, he's just the ultimate degenerate right now. He's smiling.
Yeah.
Oh, he must be winning.
Oh, no, he can't.
The worst thing he can do is win. He just thinks he can win. He thinks he can beat the game. He's probably done like 2 million on craps, but he just still grinds it. Sick DJ.
Oh God.
Some people might never learn though. Like I've got friends that like play house games just flat out all the time, and then like they'll do loads of money and they just don't learn. I think they still think in their head they can win, or I don't know what, they're just degenerates basically. And I think you have to be a little bit retarded to like lose so much money, go broke, get it back from poker, and then do it all again. It's like, you know what I mean? That's what I basically did. And like now, what's the point in like winning money at the poker all the time just to give it back to the wheel? But I don't mind doing it, it's fun, but I'm never going to go in expecting to win.
So how do you look at it now? Do you kind of, are you pretty good with your money? Like I know you still get stakes, presumably. Like,
no.
You don't.
Tighten.
Apart from Titan.
Yeah, Titan back me. And like if I play like a high roller, 25k high roller, I'm going to sell a piece.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to start flop buying into those for fun. Or I get someone to put me in.
But kind of how do you treat your bankroll? Do you kind of invest there, or you know, young players that you hang around with? Do they kind of go, yeah, I'm going to put aside 25k, I'm not going to touch that, that's for something else? Or, you know?
Basically, I've got a current account and an online saver, and everything I get is just going into my current account. I just transfer it to my online saver.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's just stood there. I need to like I said, I'm gonna buy a couple of houses back home.
Yeah.
Just cash, and then that's done with that. And then like with the rest of it, I'm just gonna like use my role to have a comfortable role to play the biggest cash games in London, and obviously I've got free roll all the tournaments from Titan, so that's the plan from now. But like I have no need to like gamble. I mean, I'm in a good spot. Everything's like, can't really lose, so I'm not laying out any money apart from cash games, which I've got a really good record in. So like, I can't really lose if I just stick to playing well and stuff like that. So I've got no incentive to try and win more money on gambling and shit like that.
So where do you see next year? You got any plans? Are you just going to carry on what you're doing? You know, do you want to sort of tackle some other games, or?
I just want to get fit, like as well. I've just moved to a new flat and there's a gym down the road. And I used to be really trim when I was young. I've always been trim, and like, with poker I've got a bit of a belly now and stuff like that. And I just eat shit all the time, and just I want to try and get out of that habit of like eating burgers and chips at the table all the time. I want to like try and get in the gym, get fit, and like live a more healthy life.